Hey, what's up, everybody, man? I have a special guest here, man. I always thought of talk about this, and excuse me, I'm a girl. I got my guy here, man. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yo, bruh, yeah, that's me, Sipo, Saifo. So, yeah, man, I'm all about the black consciousness.
Okay.
So, yeah, we need to be, I think we as black people, we need to get to a point that we adapt to what's happening in the society. Yes, we have all the resources out there in our disposal, and it's about time that we take those resources and start utilizing them in a good manner to enable us to see opportunities.
But a lot of people sometimes, they complain. They say, "Oh, I'm poor. I have no hope," and
Yes, yes.
you understand what I'm saying? Why you think? Because we have okay. Why you think a lot of these kids from our community? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we have to talk about our matter, our matter. A lot of our people, it seems like we have to talk the truth now.
Yes.
Most of our people didn't do so well, like creating jobs.
Yes, that's very
Most
true.
of our people, most of our black people, most of them they employed, which is not bad thing. But look, 90% of the devices we use, business owner, or most of the stuffs,
It's white-owned stuff.
which is there's nothing wrong with it. But
nothing wrong with it.
where do we go wrong? Then
I think what goes wrong in there, we first need to take this thing back to the basics. When I'm saying back to the basics, I mean to say that we need to understand the role of education in our society. So to start with, yes, it's well agreed. Most our people are less fortunate. That's not a question. We are less fortunate. We don't have these resources.
So you want to tell me that
Yes. And in most cases there is no hope. Through that there is no hope. We are about like 24 years of democracy and freedom, and compared to like about more than 50 years of slavery. So we are still in a recovery phase. But now there is no hope. Most people, there is no hope in all that. But now, if you look at things how they are today, it's not like back in the days. You can still try to make something out of yourself, out of the little you have. To start with, our education system, it's free to study in any public school. It's free. There are teachers there in those public schools who are there to give tuition. From an example, kids from Limpopo, do you think those kids they are having it good? Some of them are coming from the most rural areas.
Hey, you know what, man? Thank you so much for bringing up about Limpopo. Some people don't know what's Limpopo. Limpopo is one of the poorest regions in South Africa. You see, in my opinion, when I was starting one of the college, one of the university, most of the top students they're from Limpopo.
They're from Limpopo.
So going back to the same to the same concept when you say because we're poor, because we come from, so you mention something that we come from disadvantage. So in the factor. Is the reason why we failed is just because we come from disadvantaged community, or we come from the poor community, or
look, fortunately enough that we have these our fellow South Africans, guys from Limpopo. We should take an example from them, that our situations are sometimes not worsened as theirs. But not to say we are also having it easy this side. There are situations whereby you see, these individuals had no other choice. But what I'm coming to it is that we need to build a community that educates people that going to school, it's not about going to school and trying to get employed. We have this mentality of going to school to be employed. That's the problem. Because now we are not going to school to be creative. We are going to school with the mindset of being employed. And again, going to school, we need to understand that it's not about going after matric, going to university and everything to attain a degree, whatever. That is good. But education is not about that. Education is about being able to understand how the universe works. Being able to understand how the system works, being able to identify opportunities, being able to identify tools, and going forward. Look at this. A person with a matric, that person should be able to communicate. And with being able to communicate, we are able to open certain doors that a person that cannot communicate cannot open. You know, so a simple example: if you have matric, you are able to write a professional. So what I'm saying to you is that a person who is educated is someone who understands and able to do something. You know, going to a higher education institution, it now gives you an upper hand. It now gives you more details in what's happening out there. It now trains you and molds you to be able to go out there with certain skill set. But not to say that if you don't have that qualification, you don't have those. I mean, there are people out there who are able to make it just with matric. Gives you enough, you know, because you are, with matric, you are able to write down. You are able to write a professional letter to someone. Because when you're applying to these universities, you write letters to them. Please grant me a space to start to enroll the following year. Now, what we need to do, we need to move away from the understanding of starting to be employed, but starting to create opportunities.
Thanks a lot. So, okay. So, excuse me. For example, okay, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it for, you know, that's very important, man. This guy, you know, I always looking for, you know, this you know, for, you know, what you have been explaining here, man. So another thing is, right? Why a lot of the same thing that you say, a lot of people, I mean, most of the black people, when they finish, because you find a lot of, the one who are educated from, you know, for example, from township or from black communities, when they graduate, because we have a lot of people who have a higher education, PhD, masters, some of them have degrees, but so what has to be done? Maybe I should say what has to be done to make sure, because he shouldn't be talking. Yo, man, I need you also here, man. Go there and then come back here. Why it has to be taught? What it has to be done so people can act? Because everybody's saying. So who has to do it? Or why it has to be done?
Look,
because we need a solution. We need action.
We need action.
We have to act, because we've been talking, and a lot of people say, "Oh, we have to do this. We have to do this."
First things first. First thing first, we need to first acknowledge that we are in this situation that we are at.
Which situation?
With the situation that we have a high unemployment rate of skilled people, and yet they are unemployed. We need to realize and understand that, and not be beating around the bushes. And now, from that point, we need to understand first, why are these people out of jobs? Right? Okay, we know that the government, they employ, there is not enough supply and there's more demand. Right? There is not exactly that. And now we need to now rethink, okay, right, if there isn't enough supply but there's more demand, right, now we need to go back to the basics. What is out there that needs to be serviced? When I'm saying that, we need to now realize that, okay, look, for instance, there was an issue of water in Cape Town. There was no water in Cape Town and all that, and yet with that situation, there was an opportunity that could sustain someone's life and still giving other people the right to life by having water. Now that's one in many. There's a lot of things happening out there that our people can fill the gaps in. But what we need to do now, we need to enlighten our people. We need those people who are already in good positions, who are able, who are enablers, to come down to whatever hierarchy they're sitting at, to come down to a grassroots level. How that can be done?
How can that be done?
Yes. Look at this. Whenever we're thinking about these things, we should stop trying to solve the problem as immediately. Because the fact of the matter, we'll never be able to employ all the graduates now to make them have jobs. We'll never be able to do that. But what we can do, we can prepare the future. Kids to come, not to fall in the same pitfall that their seniors fell in, meaning starting to be employed. We can look back now, take it and say, okay, look, 5 years from now, kids that were in
lower grades,
in grade 8, when they get to matric stage, they should be having a different mindset. we need to start with that point. They should be having a different mindset. It means that we need to re-evaluate our education system. We need to have an education system that equips the kids that after school they should be able to, they should see opportunities. Not kids to only have the mindset of going after matric, going to 4 years and be employed. We need to deal away with that kind of mindset of going after school, being employed. We need to deal away with that. We need to change the concept now that look, when you're going to school, we are being equipped to change your situation for those that are coming behind you. You know, when you're sending, remember we've got this term in African communities that look, a kid is not only a kid for his household, but it's a kid for the nation.
For the nation, for the village,
for the village.
The child always.
Yes. So now we need to instill to the kids that look, when you are here, you are carrying a light for other people following you to see the light. You are approaching a dark tunnel. We need to enable you, give you tools to have the light to enlighten the tunnel, so that kids following behind you, when you fall, they can pick up and let them continue.
Okay. So I have another things, right? Just my opinion, my man here. This guy, he's very, he's equipped with a lot of skills. You know what I'm saying? Equipped with a lot of skills. So how you gonna contribute in changing, or how you gonna use your skill, in try to contribute? Because we have to do something now, right?
We have to do something.
You have to do something.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Our guy is living there. So
my man, you just come say hello here, man. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello guys, I'm Joachim from UNISA.
So this man here is gonna be my next interview, man. So for the people who's watching,
guys, I wanna see you by next time.
Yeah. So just remember, we just want you to be part of it. So you have a lot of skills.
Sure.
Any skill that you have, anything that you can contribute, we need you.
Anything to contribute,
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it, man.
Sure.
Okay, thanks a lot,
See
man.
you guys.
Okay, cheers.
Right, to answer the question, Ishi, that now,
because we can't be talking and talking
there
and
needs
talking.
to be an action.
We need to be action.
We need to be an
and
action.
who's gonna do that? It's us.
It's us. It's
because
us.
if we can start and other people see like, oh man, there's a brother right here,
Then
they
we
do
can-
something
they can
for
start
us.
following up.
Because there's a lot of people out there who have skills. Because look, most of us, we tend to, over the weekends, we don't go back and give back to our people.
No,
No, let's be
exactly.
realistic.
I was about to say that.
We don't give back to our people. And most of people, they get it wrong. Like giving back is not necessarily money.
No.
Skill.
It's definitely
You know
not
how to
about
play
money.
football. Get the kid together. Get them ball. Teach them how to play ball. Okay, you know how to play netball. You let it. Teach these kids how to play netball.
How to play netball.
How to express themselves. Teach them languages.
Yes.
Teach them arts, math,
That's very
coding.
true.
Like most of our people, for example, at least we have a little skill that we
We
have.
have that skill. See, it goes back to what I was telling you, Michi, that look, it goes back to what I was telling you, that we as this generation, we are still enslaved of the mindset of getting education to go and be employed. To what you are talking about now, that we need to, it starts off getting a sense of accountability. When you're seeing a black child out there who's addicted in drugs and doing nothing of their lives, it should hit you hard. It should hit you hard. You shouldn't be grateful that you are safe and your family. It should hit you hard that kid. We should start thinking of in the manner of that kid and what in his bloodline. It means that there's been a cut in his bloodline of not succeeding, because if he dare goes make other kids out of that environment, those kids, it means that we'll just lose them in the system.
I agree.
So we need to have that sense of accountability. Once we have that sense, it's when you are going to be able to make time out of your busy schedule. You're going to have to allocate time out of your busy schedule. Of course, the time you're going to allocate is not going to change everything over a split of seconds, but it's going to make a difference in someone, even in 5 or 3 kids out there. As long as we have that sense of accountability, if we start doing that, it means we're gonna build a community of people who have the same mindset. Now, as the time goes, that community grows. The community grows. Looking in the future, about 10 years to come, that community would have made a whole lot of difference. And those kids who are the fruits of that community will also continue with that legacy. So it all goes back with the fact of being, the sense of being accountable. We need to be accountable. We need to feel the pain when we see a black child being addicted of drugs, a black child enjoying the freedom of buying alcohol, a black child doing all these stupid things. We need to feel the pain, and from there act on feeling that pain. So we need to be accountable. We need to make time out of our busiest schedules.
For the other people,
For this
because
thing not to
we
continue.
also got friends from other race. So
Yes,
please don't
yes.
take personal, man. This is about why our people failing. So we trying to do something.
Trying to do something.
Yeah, but
And-
it's nothing
and-
about that.
and-
We got friends.
No, yes, we got.
white,
we've got friends
Chinese,
from international,
all the race,
we've got
yeah.
friends.
But it's about-
We're not having something against to anyone. What we're having is that we need to start. We're talking about this thing as a community. We need to build a whole new community. Because the current community system that exists, it's currently failing people. Let's not say our people, let's say people as a
people, yeah.
whole. Because, so we need to build a new community, a new society. A society that cares of each other. Not the current society that only wants to see me succeeding alone.
because in reality, most of us, most of let's say most of black people, you know what I'm saying, most of us black people, we tend to support each other when something which is, how I want to keep it, something stupid.
Look,
Like if something,
look, our young guys
Yeah.
are able to have gatherings.
yeah,
Let's say we will be 5 guys to gather and collect monies to go buy beers and go to these fancy clubs and everything. Of which there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's good to. We are still young. We are young and we want to enjoy our youth. But in the same manner of enjoying our youth, we should use the same energy
or more energy, double up
more
energy,
into positivity.
creativity and positivity. Yeah.
I
agree.
Look, a simplest thing I've seen with most of our guys who are young graduates, who are young professionals, one thing I've realized, most of us are coming from these disadvantaged communities, right? And as we progress in life, we attain this education, and this education takes us places, open doors. Once we are qualified and we are professionals, we tend to move away from those communities, which is nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you're no longer safe because now you have assets, you are working, you want to start family, you want them to be someone, there's nothing wrong. But the one thing that I hate about our young guys, it's going back. When you go back to this community on weekends, if you see what's happening on weekends, you see these guys driving Golf 7, Golf whatever, Golf 10s, going to our communities, buying beer and dragging high school kids to their cars and making them to taste all this fancy life of a lie. Because the only time you would see our guys going back to community is when they're going to mess up, when they're going back to party and everything. That's when you will see them going back to the community. Once they are done, they drive 12 o'clock a.m. in the morning back to their suburbs. But we should change that.
You should mentality.
We should change that. Now come back to the community to do good instead of doing bad. Because you wouldn't like you wouldn't like it as well if another brother would come to mess up your siblings and leave them like that. But turn that around now. Come back to do good. Come back to give extra classes on Saturdays in these high schools. There will be kids who want that. Come back to motivate. If you don't have, if you feel like you don't, because this thing not for everyone. If you feel like, look, I'm not able, I'm not a student of math, I'm not able to do math, I'm not able to do coding of them. But come to motivate.
Talk them.
Motivate. Talk with people. Talk with these guys. Tell them your experiences. Tell them what made you to be a person you are today.
I agree.
So yeah, that's my take. That's my take.
Thanks
man.
a lot, man. I appreciate it, man. So, man, a lot of people out there, because you know why we do this, just to motivate other people, because there's a lot of people that they want to start but they have a fear, you see. So if me and you, we can start, we can drag another person join us.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah, so for the people out there, man, so we're gonna initiate
We have to.
We're gonna
We have
initiate,
to
and then
start
you
somewhere.
guys, please, man, you know how to get hold of me. You can leave a comment. You can send me a message if you want to be part of the team. You know, the time to give back.
You're more than
It's
welcome
the time
to
to
do so.
give
It's
back. You don't have to spend the whole day where you're busy. You want to spend time with your family,
Give
but at least
resources.
even half an hour.
If you have
you
if
can
you have
come,
your own computer that's like there at home that's filling up your space, give it to us. We'll put it to good use.
to put to good use, yeah.
You know, whatever
Or
you have.
you don't have anything, give us a pencil that you think you cannot use. Give us your
Yes.
2 books you think you cannot
Yes.
use.
Yes.
Give us your time. Come and join us. Or if all you cannot do, also do in your community. You know what I'm saying? Go to your community,
Send us
do
a
something,
message.
saying, hey
Send
man,
us
this is
a
what I
message.
did. Like, we want to see at least you take, even if it's not 2 hours, even half an hour, 20 minutes, like, hey man, this is what I did for my community. This is what I
Yeah.
did today.
Yeah,
Post even a
yeah.
picture.
Post a
we
picture.
we want to see changes, man.
Try to bring about a difference where you are. You don't have to be with us, but where you are, start where you are. You know, start something. You might never know the seed you are planting today, it will grow to something else in the
Agree.
future. Plant the seed, drop the seed. Just drop the seed. It doesn't take you your entire life. Just drop the seed and walk. You will really appreciate the fruits that those seeds will bear in the next years to come. But all we're asking is to just drop the seed.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate your time, man.
yeah,
Thanks so
yeah.
much, man. I
Thanks,
appreciate your time,
Michi.
man.
Thanks, Michi.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Okay, cool.
Okay, good, man. Peace, man. Peace, man. Peace and love, man.